We want to welcome to the big round table this morning our first guest, Lexi Petronas, the editor-in-chief of ABQ the Magazine, dropping by with an update on what's happening at ATM. Hello, Lexi.
Hello. How are you?
Welcome back.
Thank
for being here.
Thank you for having me again. It's nice to be here.
And this is such a fun magazine too. And this month is great. I love, who can resist pets?
It's hard to
And
resist
puppy
pets.
dogs.
Yes.
I love our pets.
I know. It's so hard. And it's funny too because these pets are actually, these are our cover dogs from Animal Humane, New Mexico.
Oh.
They're all available for adoption.
No kidding.
Yes,
Those little guys, they're cute.
They're adorable.
They came into our office for their photo shoot and everybody was just like, I want, can I have, please? So yes, they're up for adoption, and this goes along with our story in the magazine, a feature about how we have so many different animal rescue groups here.
Really
There's so many organizations and volunteers, individuals who are working to find homes for abandoned animals, and so we wanted to just give them a chance to talk about their missions and some of the things that they're doing. And so we tried to get just as many as we could in there so that readers could go and actually find their perfect
I think this will
pet.
be an annual issue for you. I really do. Yeah, I don't think you've done this before, have you?
We did something similar, but it was probably 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah.
So
this will be
it's been a while.
regular thing.
Yeah.
Response has been good, hasn't it?
Oh, it's so. I mean, it's just like when you look at it, it's like, oh, we don't. I mean, that's always a good reaction to have when you look at it at a photo. So.
And I like you kind of go in detail about all the organizations in town.
We do.
And because not a lot of people know where to go sometimes, or they're new to finding a pet, and they're like, well, what do I do? Where do I go? And when I was looking for a dog, I volunteered for Animal Humane, so I was like, of course I'm going to adopt a dog from Animal Humane, and they're the best dogs ever. So
yeah, and it's true. I mean, I think it's sort of what you're looking for, and I think you will find the animal that you need because it needs to go with our personality and your schedule and all these things. And there are different rescue groups that work with particular breeds. There are Lab Rescue and Weimaraner Rescue.
Oh, you name the breed, they have a rescue
They have
group
it,
for you.
Exactly. There are people who are passionate about finding homes and making sure that they're matched up and have their forever homes with somebody. So so that was a fun thing in this issue. And then we wanted to sort of delve into the animal scene a little bit more. So we went on a mission with a police dog.
Ooh.
Yeah. So our staff writer got to do that. So it's big business. I mean, these dogs they're very serious. They're so well trained, and I mean, they know.
I don't think some of the police officers wouldn't know what to do without their dog or
Oh
their
my
canine.
goodness. Yes, I mean, and they can just they're like badge carrying members
really
of the
are.
force.
They're
really,
treated that way.
Absolutely.
There are dogs in the military too.
Absolutely, absolutely. They have senses that we just do not have and never will have. So we get to use those, and then we had this other fun story about other animals who are working. They're service animals, so they help people. Like therapy horses and search and rescue dogs. I mean, animals who are still pets, still part of the family, but they also have a job. They have a job to do. So.
They do have a job.
Yeah.
What else is in the issue that's of note?
Well, I mean, what's funny is you guys were mentioning this is our flip issue. So if you flip it over,
there
it's
you
our
go.
home. Yep, it's
All
our
right,
home and
there's the
home and
other
garden
cover.
issue. Yep. And so in there, this was fun as well because we every year we try to sort of talk about what's going on with Albuquerqueans and their homes and see what's it's also sort of our chance to snoop a little. So one of our stories here is $1 million home story.
Nice of you to use Erin's house as a cover.
Yes, right. She was so sweet to let us.
That was very gracious of you.
She was sweet to let us in. So these are $1 million, the most expensive houses in Albuquerque, still on the market. They were on the market during a 1 week period that we went through, and we talked to realtors, and we found they were very nice, and they let us in to sort of snoop around and see what was going on. And they're beautiful homes. But then we also wanted to see what was going on in the fronts of people's houses as well. So we drove around and we tried to find the coolest or the most interesting yards.
Yeah.
You know, because people treat their yards just
Sure.
as carefully as they do their homes. You know, so we found a woman who has this immense bison sculpture that people in her neighborhood dress up secretly when she's not looking, and you know, all these really wonderful things. So it's a really fun issue. I mean, it's really twice the issue in one. So
Very nice.
And that's the thing I love about Albuquerque homes is that you can go into any other neighborhood and it's almost like you're in a different city. Like downtown Albuquerque, I like how they always use downtown Albuquerque, the country club area, in movies because it is unlike Albuquerque.
Yes,
and then you go to the Heights and it's totally different from downtown. And just the houses are beautiful.
yes, it's true. I mean, and they're all these different styles. The old Victorian homes from when Albuquerque first started are really fascinating to look at. So, yeah, it's a really interesting thing to go and just sort of check out what Albuquerqueans are doing and how they live.
Yeah.
So I want to, I know it's not a blank slate when you sit down and plan next month's magazine,
Right.
but give us an idea of how you put it all together and how the ideas kind of come together. Because this is a real creative bunch down there at ATM.
We're lucky to get to sort of play around a lot. So we're brainstorming all the time, which is really, really great.
Tell us about how that works.
Well, we have something, we sort of have a rough sketch starting off. So we have an editorial calendar that gives us the bare bones of what's going to go on over the next year to year and a half. And so as an issue starts to approach about 6 months in advance, we'll look at the editorial calendar and we'll see, okay, so we wanted to do $1 million homes. Now, how were we thinking about doing this? And and so we tried to figure that out. Actually coming up with the editorial calendar is a whole other thing. I mean, that's when we sit down and we just, oh my gosh, the ideas that fly around that table
the
are
brainstorming must be amazing.
Oh yes, absolutely. And everybody has different experiences, which is so cool. And so everybody brings something totally different, different perspective.
And you get to decide because you're the editor.
Yep.
She's a benevolent dictator when it comes to the...
I'm sure she is. Can't you tell?
Clearly. Rule with a very soft cashmere fist, I think. But
And the thing that's so crazy to me is there are so many articles about a variety of things. And I just wonder the time it takes to write each article.
yes.
I mean, it has to be just so time
intensive. Luckily, we have 2 staff writers who that's their whole job. They just write and write and write and write, and luckily they love it and they're good at it.
Never let them out of their cubicle till they're done.
They stay there every day.
Keep writing.
But then we have some freelance writers as well. So I mean, some of them are sort of things that have been done in advance. Some things are we'd like to have it by the end of the week or the end of the day. So it sort of depends, but staggered.
Editorially, are you on track to what you want to do? Do you have any surprises or goals in mind for future?
Or goals. Oh, that's a good question. I think with every issue we want to make it that much better and improve upon what we just did, and because we like to go over what we did and see, okay, well maybe that didn't work, so let's figure out how we can make it better next time, or maybe next time instead of doing this particular story, we could twist it around and look at it from a different angle and do it that way, or have a different layout or something like that. So I think it's always a work in progress. I mean, we love it and we're very proud of it, but also, I mean, it's our baby, so we want to make sure our baby grows up well and has a good education and looks great. So
And I love you guys are always doing fun things in the community too, like the Marcom mixer. That was just so much fun.
Oh, that was fun, yeah.
I was surprised. I've been to Vernon's, and I was like, how are they going to fit all those people in there? And it ended up just perfect.
It flowed.
It was really great.
It was good. It was good. I mean, I think that's what we also like to do is we want to bring sort of our readers and all the people who help us out with this magazine, because obviously it's the community that makes this work. So we like having events where we can meet everybody and we can just sort of, make it 3D. So it's like we're here.
Voting is underway on Best of the City.
It is. Yes.
You can vote for this
August.
show.
There's a category. That is correct.
There is a category, but the
out.
ballot is huge.
It is.
So
it
you
is. We have 30 more categories this year, I think.
Wow.
Yes.
I was going through the list. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I really have to do research in doing this, don't I?
Vote on it. Everybody's got their favorite places and things.
Definitely.
So go in and vote on the Best of the City through the magazine's website.
Yes.
Hot Singles is coming up, what, in the fall?
Hot Singles, it will be in August.
Oh.
We just closed our online nominations, but we have one more chance if you know anybody who wants to be a hot single. On Friday, June 7th, we're having a nomination party at Casa Esencia at 10 p.m. So you can come on
Bring
down
all
and
those single girls.
get nominated there. There's still one more chance, so yep. So that's in August. Lots of good things coming up. We're going right into
Fantastic.
fall, weirdly, because summer just started.
I know, it's already June.
Yes, here it is.
That's what happens when you work ahead. You're already thinking about the holidays or
Right,
something.
exactly. We're
It's
like,
kinda
so
crazy.
Christmas, what's that issue going to be like?
Please, hold on.
Oh, great.
Let's enjoy
All right.
summer first.
We're going to show you the cover again of the current issue with the pets. And it's always great to see you. Drop by anytime,
Oh,
Lexi.
great.
Come by
I
on a
will.
regular basis and let us know what's going on at ATM.